So for those of you who don't really know what's going on, you guys you're gonna have to go through my YouTube because I'm only gonna do a little bit of a backstory. So from the time that I moved out of my house, 2023, November 2023. My husband had bought us 2.5 acres in Dolan Springs, Arizona, which is about an hour and 45 minutes away from here, to where I would still be able to work here but live there. Well, long story short, I decided to jump out the window and move out of the house because of the fact that I am now spending $4,000 in this house a month. And we are not able to do anything on the property. And at that time, I had just got into gardening. And I have my whole backyard full of gardening shit. Like, I got plants every fucking where, okay? So, yeah, I had the whole entire backyard full of plants. I ended up bringing those plants in the house. So, I have my starters in the house right there by my window, so they can get ready to go outside, right? And then turned around, I had a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, okay? I have 2 kids, and so I had an extra room. So the empty room, which is what we called it, I put all of the other starter plants in there. So it is full. My house is full of plants. And I was kind of worried because I was like, I'm going to get bugs. But long story short, I'm getting into what I want to do. You feel me? For the first time in my life, like, someone came into my life, asked me what I wanted. I told him. Months later, he comes with the contract of the property and our names on it, and I'm like, I'm getting the fuck up out this house. I want to go home. I want to go to the land. Ain't nobody trying to pay $4,000. Who's trying to do that? Okay, boom. So I didn't really break down to the family that I was going to move into the car. My son was already gone because of whatever issue that we had. So he was already with his dad. And then my daughter, she ended up moving in with her dad. Well, then I, again, didn't tell the husband, like, this is the plan. And I had got myself a little bit situated, but not really. So he's like, what the fuck? So, prematurely, we moved out. I wasn't thinking. I'm like, I want to go home. We got land. I want to go home. So that's where I was at. All right, so put everything in storage. Again, let me backtrack a little bit. So husband does have his own home. He is off. Yeah, he has his own home. And I talk him into moving his home, which is a trailer, to, mind you, my husband has traveled. He's traveled. So he came from Chicago to Texas, and he came here, found me. This is what it is, whatever. So he parked over there. That's where he was living. And I was like, babe, you're spending money over there to park your trailer. That's your rent, right? You might as well just go ahead and move that joint to the land. That way, when we go to the land, we have somewhere to stay. He's like, you know what? You're right. All right, so we moved Lil Mama over to the land. We had a lot of issues moving Lil Mama over to the land. You guys are gonna have. I'm gonna insert them some kind of way, but yes, check out my YouTube. I promise y'all, it's there. So anyway, we try to move the trailer to the land, and we get it down there. We get robbed and all this extra stuff. Again, not part of this story. So after we get robbed, I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling this or whatever. We need to be down here more, but it just wasn't working out because the funds wasn't matching up with the time that we needed to be on the land. And we need to work in order to build on the fucking land. And that's where I was having the dilemma. So now we're in the city all the time. Hence the reason we got robbed multiple times. We didn't get robbed just once. So we had a box truck and we had a trailer. His trailer that had everything that his dad, his family, anything that he had from his family was in that fucking trailer. Anything that we purchased to start, it's our startup for the land, is in the box truck. So the whole thing was we moved the trailer down there with his Tahoe, and then turned around and moved the box truck down there, and the box truck got stuck. Oh my God. So we couldn't get it out. They wanted to charge us $1 million to try to get it out. And it was just like fucking ridiculous. So we just kind of left it there. We came back within a day or two and they had already popped the motherfucking lock, opened it up. Everything was gone. They called us the wash people. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to that. So I feel like it was efforts between a lot of people down there on that property after talking to people. So anyway, we lost a lot. Our first fence, all of our generators. Mind you, we had 3 fucking generators, you guys. We hunted these generators down. We had 3 solid water totes. We had all of our garden shit. It was a lot of stuff, okay? And then, mind you, not only did they pop the lock to open the back of the fucking truck, the 26 box truck, okay? They had the hood open. They was finna piece that bitch out. At that point, I'm like, nah, we not doing that. We not doing that. Not today. We not doing that today. Anyway, so we end up getting the box truck and we end up getting a trailer moved on top of our hill where our land actually is. Well, honestly, where our land was and where we was stuck at, it was our land anyway. The wash is our land still. Period, point blank. Baby bought the wash. He bought a partial piece of the wash, okay? And where we were stuck, it was in the wash and that was our property. So moving on. And we bought more wash and it's still our property. This nigga crazy. So anyway, we get the box truck and we get the trailer up on our hill. Finally, we are no longer in the wash. We're solidifying the area. We're letting people know we're here. We're, boom. As we're sitting on our hill, this lady walks up. I'm in my car. It was Thanksgiving or Christmas. I can't remember. I had a onesie on. I can't remember. Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm sitting in my car and I'm smashing whatever food that I had brought from my mom's house. And next thing you know, I see this lady walk up to my window. She knocking on the window. I'm like, wait. Let me play this out. So it's my husband. I got my dog. And my husband has 2 homeboys up there, right? So I'm not understanding how this lady is knocking on my window at all whatsoever. How did y'all let her get to me? How did she drive her car over here and get to me? Anyway, she's knocking on the window. She's like, hey, I'm your neighbor over across the way. And I'm looking over like, where? Mind you, just a little snippet. I was telling my husband I wanted to buy this piece of property. It was already set up. It had a trailer on it. It had a garden house. It had a chicken house. It had a whole bunch of stuff on it. But it wasn't like A1 day one, but it was something I could work with. Versus, what he bought me had absolutely nothing on it. I just wanted something that I could start with. And it had a fence. So boom. That's her property. That was her fucking property. So boom, she's like, yeah, I live right around the way. And I'm like, where? And then she points and I'm like, that's the property I've been having my eyes on. So we're both on top of the hill. And she's like, yeah, so are you guys the wash? We call you guys the wash people. And I'm like, why the fuck you guys call us the wash people? She was like, because you guys had your trailer in the wash and we thought you guys were just squatting. No, we bought the wash. It's just we didn't know that we were in the wash, so we had to move our trailer up on the hill. So anyway, long story short, which is really not. So anyway, she takes me on a journey to her lot, and me and my dog go over there. Oh, my husband ends up going over there with me. So we go over there, realizing she has a 5th wheel. Again, she does have the storage, the chicken coop. A little minor garden. She has a tiny house on the property, which is not hers, it's her daughter's. She owns supposedly like 3 acres, but I believe her daughter, her, and her brother have put in on those acres, so it's not, whatever. You got to go through everybody. So, boom. At this time, she's not selling. So we're just going over there looking, and I'm just falling in love. I'm like, why are you selling? And she's 60 years old. She doesn't want to be there. And I'm just kind of like, but why? So what you gonna do? She gonna go live with your son and help raise his kids, your grandbabies, I guess. They could come to you. Anyway, neither here or there. Doesn't really matter to me. But I'm just scoping out the property. All right, so a month or two after this, we get into a bidding war. She hits me up and she's like, if you want the property, it's going to be $25,000. And I was like, yeah, I feel that. But I know what I bought my property for. And I know what it is with a fence and everything. And after you kind of fucked up after you took me on this journey around your property and nothing works. Nothing works. You don't have, girl, don't play with me. So one, you don't have septic. You just showed me you dug a hole and you put some shit over on top of it. And this is how you put the pipe in there and this is how you shit. Nothing inside the trailer is electric. Like, you are living in here in the cold. Like, I can actually make this work and make it run. You have no real power up here. Your generator isn't giving you anything. Like, I don't understand how you're even doing this right now. So I do understand why you want to leave, because you don't even understand how you're doing it. I get it. You got a man-made septic. You have no electricity. You're up here by yourself. You're 60 years old.